Hello, everybody. This is Pharmacist Michael, and today I have one of my good friends, Kat, here, and a lot of you I know already know her. And I'm going to
Yes.
ask her 673 questions today. Sorry, we're a little bit late, but it wasn't her fault. It was my fault. I had my speaker set up as my microphone. So when she was talking, it was trying to come through the microphone, which of course doesn't work. How you doing today, Kat?
Horrible, but it's okay. The
No, you're
pain is
doing
really bad.
fine. You're doing fine now. I'm going to ask you the question again. How are you doing today, Kat?
I am hanging in.
Okay, there we go. So Kat's doing great today, and I hope all of you guys are doing great today too. Hi, April. If you have any questions for Kat as I start talking to her, please ask them. And then what I will do is I will click on your question like this. Do you see that, Kat?
Yes.
Okay, so Kat will be able to see the questions. And I just learned this feature a couple of days ago. So, okay, Kat, so what are we going to start with? Do you want to talk about your kids first? Do you want to talk about your health issues first? What do you want to talk
We could
about?
do the health issues first. I have a kidney stone. This is my second one. He found another one. This one is 14 millimeters, and it's stuck. It just came out of the kidney, and it's stuck in the tube, and that's why I'm in so much pain and misery right now. That's why I look horrible. I have dark circles. I
You
was
don't
up.
look horrible. You don't look horrible.
They gave me Percocet to take, but it really doesn't work for me. The Flomax does help a little bit, but I think once I get surgery on Monday, I will be fine. I'm hoping I don't get a
Okay.
stint with it.
Okay, so how long have you had this kidney stone for?
I found it 3 weeks ago when I went to the
And
ER.
have you been in consistent pain for 3 weeks?
Pretty much. I mean, there's good days and bad days. The bad days is like when I'm working like on my feet the whole time, or if I have to lift a patient, it's very hard, but I manage to do it, just put up with it. I suck it in and do my job.
Okay. I'm playing with this guy's a little bit because I'm trying to get her a little bit louder. She's not as loud as I would like to have her, but that's okay. Can you hear her okay, April? I hope.
Oh, there's only one person in
So
there?
are they gonna go in and just zap it with
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
sonar waves or whatever they do
Yeah.
with okay,
And then
good. And then it's gonna
he says he might put a stint in. He says it depends how much he can break up. I'm hoping I don't get a stint because I heard they're horrible, so I don't want one.
okay. And what do you think caused this kidney stone?
Uh he thinks it could have been several things. It runs in my family, one. The other one, he thinks it could be one of my medications that I'm on.
Oh, okay. Not your
He's pretty
diet?
sure. No, I don't eat a lot of ground meat. I don't, because he says the ground meat does cause kidney stones. I do not eat a lot of ground meat. I eat more fish and chicken than anything. And I'm not on the full keto diet. I'm more on like the low carb, like Mediterranean type of low carb deal now, because of the
Okay.
AFib. Because the AFib, they don't like you being on full blown keto diet because it can affect your heart.
Right. I don't like you know that I don't like the full-blown keto diet
Yeah.
anyway. I think that anybody that I mean, I think it works for some people, and yes, it will help you lose weight, but I think there's risks involved that I wouldn't want to take. Of course, that's up to an individual person, but okay, so you're having surgery on Monday. We're all going to say a prayer for you.
Thanks.
You want to talk about your children?
Yeah, my oldest is hopefully the 20, is it 20? I think it's the 22nd. Gary told me he's going for his scan to see if he's clear of the Hodgkin's disease, the
Lymphoma?
cancer. Uh, Fingers crossed. The doctors are pretty sure it's gone, but they can't say clear until they get that scan. And once that scan comes back clear, he gets the port out and he gets to ring the bell. We're having a big party for that. So, and I am
Oh,
gonna film all that.
that's super exciting. So, what has it been like for a mother going through having a child suffering from cancer?
It's hard. Um, I was with Freddie at the time, and he was very supportive when Gary told me about Evan. Freddie took me to the hospital, and I broke down actually when I saw him. I didn't want to break down in front of my son, but I did. I still kind of break down because it's hard.
Yeah.
And then when he started chemo and him losing his hair and everything, that was the hardest, seeing him go through that and the pain. You can't take his pain away. They try everything to make him comfortable in the hospital, but it's very hard. You just want to be a mother to try. You want that to take that from him. I wanted that cancer, not him. He didn't
Right.
deserve it. Um,
So keep going.
it's Gary. I mean, we've been through children sick with Hannah and Tyler. Gary, at the time Gary was working, we were married. The one who sat in the hospital the whole time with them. Now he's doing it with Evan. He knows what I went through when you're there day and night. And you don't know, like if the nurses come running in because the bells are going off and everything, you don't know what's going on, and they won't say anything to you until they know what's going on.
Hi, Janet.
Yeah. Go ahead, you can ask your question.
Janet's she's got a heart and okay, I'll show you what she did. And April did the same thing. So, okay, but we think he might be clear.
Yeah.
We'll find out soon. That's good news.
Yep.
How has he done through this?
He's been a trooper. He's a fighter. He's strong. He changed his diet. He used to vape. He doesn't vape anymore. He's going back to college. He wants to get his degree in IT like my husband, so he can get paid more.
Yeah.
He worked with my husband, but they says in order for him to make as much as what my ex-husband's doing, he has to go to college. So that's what he's going to do once he recovers.
Okay. So he's doing governmental IT stuff?
Yes.
Top secret stuff?
Yeah, he's my ex-husband's been to Guantanamo Bay. I can't pronounce it.
He's there now?
No, he was there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds
the
like
Navy,
right now they need him down at the border.
Yeah, the Navy is their biggest contract right now. They are working a deal with the CIA and the FBI to do their training, their training facilities.
Okay. Okay, beautiful ladies here in the audience. I need questions. I know you guys have questions for Kat. I know you have questions for Kat. You all know who Kat is. I know you guys have questions. Don't be shy. You can ask her anything you want to ask her.
Probably hardly anybody in there.
No, there's people in here. There's people in here. They're here. Okay, so what about your youngest daughter?
Hannah.
How is she doing? Yeah, Hannah. How is she doing?
She's doing good. She still has her stomach issues. She's the one that I spent most of the time in the hospital with. She was her last stint in the hospital. She was in there for 6 months, and they still don't know what's wrong with her. She was at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. They took out her gallbladder. They took out her appendix. They did some surgery to her intestines. They did some surgery to her stomach. She's been through a lot. During those 6 months, I think she almost died on me 4 times.
Have you considered taking her to Los Angeles or New York or Chicago or one of the bigger cities where the specialists are?
We actually are going to go to the Cleveland Clinic since they help care of Evan. We're going to the Cleveland Clinic, and I got an appointment with one of the best GI doctors in the country. And it's
Okay.
taking a long time to get in to see her because she is the best and she's booked. And Hannah's like, I'll wait to see her. So Hannah wants to see her. And she
So
sees
what are
her
her
next month.
symptoms? What
Uh,
are her symptoms?
she gets nauseous. She can throw up. She's not supposed to eat dairy. She's allergic to dairy, but she still eats mac and cheese yet, even though we told her it's going to make her sick. She gets really horrible stomach pains. Like she is like keeled over in pain and she's in tears. She's in so much pain. We know the
Hi,
doctors know
Doodle.
they know there's something wrong with her. They just can't figure it out. She's got something that's weird. And like my cousin who's also works at the clinic says the clinic is known to figure things out and find what's wrong with them. And there's my son texting me.
Oh, okay, good. Where is he at? Let's get him on the screen.
No, they're texting me. They're coming.
Oh, they're coming. Okay, good, good. We need to talk to them too.
I don't
Because
know if they'll
I
be here
want
in
to.
time.
They bet. What do you mean they won't be here? They were supposed to be here at noon.
No, well, it's 3 my time. I thought they were going to be here by now, but that's the way
They're
Gary
kids.
is.
So your daughter. Let's go back to these stomach pains. So do you think it might be stress related at all? Do you think it has anything to do with emotions, or do you think it really is? Because I know that when people have really bad anxiety, sometimes it manifests in stomach pain. I mean, I'm not saying that's what's wrong with her, but
She was she thought we thought it was anxiety. She went on anxiety medicine and it just actually the medicine actually made it worse on her. So the doctor
have you
stopped
tried
that medication.
dicyclamine?
Yeah, she's on dicyclamine and she's on oh God. I can't think of it right now. She's on 2 medications. Omphazole too for heartburn, even though she's not having heartburn or anything. They're figuring just to calm her stomach down a little bit.
Okay, here's your first question that I'm going to make you answer.
Oh God, look at how small that is.
It says she shared about having to have her heart restarted.
Oh, in the live.
Was it a hard recovery?
No, you're just kind of out of it. They give you propofol when you get zapped. As they call it, the Michael Jackson drug.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little secret about going through cardioversion. One of the biggest rules, even as a pharmacist, is make sure they're pre-medicated before you shock them. And the reason
I
for that
don't
is because
know.
sometimes they do it without that, and it can be extremely painful because it's a lot of joules, volts, right, going through your
You
body.
do,
So,
and you do get a mark on your chest where the thing is, because I do get like the red marks on the back and on the front when they did
okay,
it.
so she was lucky. She had a good nurse or a good doctor or maybe even a good pharmacist. It's hard to say. And they decided that because this happens, guys, I'm telling you, people get in a hurry, they freak out. You know, it happens a lot in emergency rooms where they're just in such a hurry to get it done that they forget to pre-medicate them.
No, I was medicated. They took me down. They gave me not just propofol. They gave me something else to calm my nerves down, and then they gave me the propofol, and I never knew what happened. I just woke up and they says, "Oh, you're back in cardioversion." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, now here's Andrea. All the girls are professing love for each other, which I love to see. You guys rock. Janet says, I have all those stomach issues. It's so hard. Does it affect her appetite?
Yes, she barely eats. She
But she'll
barely
eat
eats.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, she'll eat mac and cheese. The only good non-dairy mac and cheese is actually at the mustard seed, and it's Annie's. She does eat that, but it's very expensive. It's like $8.99 a box.
What is it?
It's Annie's mac and cheese. It's dairy-free macaroni and
Oh,
cheese.
dairy free. I was going to say $8.99 a box. That's some expensive mac and cheese. I need to get a different business going here. I could sell mac and cheese instead of. You shocked them and you didn't pre-medicate. Yeah, but no, we're talking about cardioversion though. Andrea, are you talking about cardioversion, or are you talking about people who
Having
actually were in VFib, or
having a heart attack.
yeah, if they were actually, because then we don't pre-medicate them. I mean, if somebody is codes, then there's no time to pre-medicate. We just shock. But if they're the people that get cardioversion are wide awake, so that's, and usually they're not very happy if you
Oh, after the
zap them.
cardiovision, you will be sore too for like 24 to 48 hours. Because because you're volted, you like get jumped and your body is sore for a day or two.
Yeah.
If you keep going into cardio, having AFib, they will do the surgery that I had, which you don't have to do. I got off medication for and everything. It's called a stereotaxis, where they go up your inner thigh into your heart and they use a magnetic thing. And it was a new thing the Cleveland Clinic developed. That's how I was like one of the first people to have it done. They what do you call it? Cartelize where your AFib is, and it will put you back
Oh,
into normal rhythm again.
so what do they call that? Ablation, right?
Yeah, an
Isn't that what
ablation.
that's called? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I think, Kat has broke the record. There's 8 people in here at the same time, which that's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. You guys are all here. Any more questions for her before we go to the next topic?
And how bad I look.
You don't look bad. Now stop talking about yourself like that. We've been through this before.
I know, but I just feel so horrible.
You look fine.
I got 3
Jeez.
pillows behind my back trying to
That's
support me.
that's okay. That's okay. You look fine. You don't need, I mean, geez. When I first met Kat, I'm gonna tell you guys all a story. I brought her up on the screen. I was at Joshua's baseball game and I brought her up on the screen, and you couldn't even see her. All you could see was an outline of her head because it was dark, completely dark. And I said, "You're gonna have to turn the lights on." She didn't want to turn the lights on at all. And then when she did turn the lights on, you still couldn't hardly see her because she was totally covered in a blanket. Now look at her. I created a monster.
He did. And almost at 50K on TikTok now.
Yeah, and I didn't even do this on purpose. So anyway, okay, let's talk about the son, the young son, Noah.
Mm-hmm.
What's Noah's story?
Noah's autistic. He's on the very high end of the spectrum. He had to go through testing. He was nonverbal until he was 6 years old. He was
Now
diagnosed
she
when he
won't
was.
stop.
I
April
can't
says now
stop.
you're not going to stop. No, because once you get the taste of stardom, April, once I get you up here for an interview, you're not going to stop either.
No, I have my limits now, April. I should have, when Mike left those other apps, I should have left with him because it was too draining. It was too hard, especially when I was in school. It was rough on my family. My ex-husband hated me being on there. He didn't want the kids to be on there. He didn't want anything. I should have left when Mike left.
And I should have left when Jetty May left. So
Yeah, I was telling her that last night too.
I learned my lesson from that. Okay, so we have an autistic child who hopefully will
Yes.
be here very soon, and we're going to
It
question him
depends
like
on how
crazy.
fast Gary drives.
Oh, okay.
That's one bad thing about my ex-husband. He could say he'll be there in 15 minutes. Give it an hour, he'll be there.
Okay, so he's a little slow, guys. He's a little slow. He doesn't drive very
Um,
quick, or he just doesn't start driving very quick.
he just now I know why he's late all the time. Because he, as you guys all know, he's gay. He has to change his clothes like 10 million times before he leaves the house. You thought I was bad? He's worse.
The podcast is going strong. That's good. That's good.
Okay, Noah. He was
But when did we find out he was gay, Kat? I gotta ask you a couple questions about him too, because I need to know these things just for my
What do you
own
want to do,
personal.
Noah first, or do you want to do Gary first?
Well, let's do Noah first, I guess. We know he's high functioning autistic. So what are his symptoms?
He doesn't really, he talks now, but he doesn't really talk. He always, like, his head is always down. He does a lot of rocking. He does a lot of pacing. He does a lot of arm flapping still at 16. The only good thing is he has a therapist that he sees, and she gets him to do things that we could never get him to do. He got a job. She says maybe getting him to get a job would help him. And it has. He's got a job. He's one of the best employees at this place that he works at. They can't live without him. I noticed when they were born, Hannah was doing all the milestones, but Noah wasn't. She was crawling early. He wasn't. He didn't really start walking until almost 2. And that's when we got him diagnosed. Our doctor says, yeah, he has autism. She says at 3 years old, you can put him in a special preschool. So that's what we did. He went to preschool. He didn't get potty trained until about 6.5, 7, because that's the way with Daphne knows this, or Doodle knows that it takes a while to train an autistic child, because they don't want to sit there. They just want to move, do what they want to do. They don't like being forced. But this school potty trained him for us. Even though we worked with him too, they worked with him also. He still has trouble like writing yet, even though everything is computerized. They still want you to learn how to write yet, and he still can't like write or anything yet. He still has a therapist that does that, an occupational therapist. He can use scissors, but he can't cut straight in a line or anything. So his occupational therapist works with that. He has a speech therapist because he has trouble with S's and R's and P's, and I think B's are also that he has trouble with. But he's very smart. He's getting a 4.0 in high school.
Doodle says he keeps his head down to avoid eye contact, which I'm sure that's true.
Yeah, he doesn't make eye contact. He doesn't look at, when he's talking you'll think he's looking at you, but he's not. His eyes are looking the other way.
Okay. And you say he's high functioning. Does he go to a normal school?
Yes, but he has a special ed teacher that works with him to make sure that he gets extra time for like tests and everything. And if the test is too, like if there's a time test, they give him a little extra time. And if he feels overwhelmed, he's able to go to, like, the high school has a quiet room for him that he can go and take his test in and do his test in there in the quiet room.
So interventional, interpersonal, whatever the treatment plan, what do they call that? ITP? Is that that's what it is, right?
IEP.
Oh, IEP. Yeah. That's right. Okay. I knew it was something like that. Okay, let's talk about Gary.
He's going to hate me for this.
We can wait till he gets here.
No, that's okay. We were married for a while.
He's not hiding this anymore, right?
No.
He's walking around holding hands with a
It was a shock to me. I kind of knew, like, when I got pregnant with Hannah and Noah, he was acting really strange. He was leaving all the time. It's not like we didn't want them. We love them dearly, but we thought Tyler was it, and I got pregnant on birth control with them. So
okay, wait a second. Now, how old are they? 16?
16.
So you figured this out 16 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it take 16 years
for him to come out?
For you to make some sort of move?
Well, we've been divorced for 4 years.
Okay.
I lived with him during that time because of the kids. That's the only reason I was still living with him. Because we didn't want, because of Noah having autism, we didn't want. Calling.
What happened to you? We lost you for a second.
That was Noah.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Now she's bigger, guys. You can see more of her. Poor
Oh my God,
Gary.
what the heck did happen?
Now Kat is
Huge.
supersized. She's supersized, guys. You guys got to ask some questions here. I got Kat on here, and I know you guys have questions for her. How come nobody's asking me any questions?
I'm happy for Gary. I we still love each other, but not in that way anymore. I'm happy for him. I hope him and Adam have the best life together. The only thing is Adam doesn't like me, and I don't know why. I mean, he's got to understand we have kids together that we have to raise together. Even though they're older, we still have to raise them yet.
Right.
I mean,
How do
he
you know he
knew,
doesn't like you?
because when I broke up with Freddie and moved in here, he told me to get the fuck out of the house. And I'm like, this is still my house yet. My name is still on the papers yet.
Oh, no. Oh. What did Gary say about that? You are an expert on it, but now we're talking about something else. Somebody called her again.
Tyler.
Okay, guy. Now Kat, I'm gonna tell you that you need to prioritize this interview. Who's Tyler?
Yeah. That's my middle son.
Oh, the middle son. No, that wasn't Noah. That was Tyler.
They're like, Mom,
was
where
Tyler.
are you? I told them I was doing this at 3, and they just don't listen.
Yeah, they really need to be here. And Janet, if you're still there, ask me a question, please. I mean, she's the question queen, and I'm sure she has some if she's still on here. But how many kids are there? Is that right?
5.
5?
5.
There's 5 kids. 2 of them are twins. One of them's the one that just
Autistic.
got diagnosed. She's got 5.
Oh, the oldest is
Yeah, well, how
has
come we never
lymphoma.
hear about the other 2? Who are the other ones? We've got the old one, and then we got the 2 little ones. Who are the ones in
Sarah,
between?
you've seen Sarah and Tyler. Sarah is she has ADD, so she just kind of keeps to herself, but she's going to be planning on going to college. She wants to do anime. And then Tyler is going to be graduating in a couple of weeks, and he's just our pain in the butt.
Does Noah socialize?
Sometimes he does have friends, but most of his friends are girls, believe it or not. They're not boys, they're girls.
Well, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
The girls
Most of my friends are girls
over
too,
him.
and I'm not even autistic.
The girls go bananas over him.
They do. Girls love him, guys. Do you have any questions with the ex-husband, Doodle? Oh, she wants to know if all the kids came from the same guy.
Yes.
The answer is yes. There's been some false positives, but we won't talk about that on this.
I
think
was
girls are
pregnant with
more
Freddie's kids, but I had to have them. Medical reasons, I had to give them up, and it's
well. You
still
don't want
hard
Freddie. Freddie is not. Now we talked about Freddie before. When Freddie was quote unquote just a friend. I've heard that one before too. About I don't know 100 times. So I don't really believe that too much. But
he doesn't understand that he didn't just hurt me. He hurt my family. Especially Noah. Noah got very attached to him, and he doesn't
But
care.
how long were you with him? 2 months?
6 months.
It was that long?
Mm-hmm. We started dating in October.
Oh, I didn't know it was that long. Okay. But you kept it secret then for a while.
Yeah, because of the haters, and they still got involved in it towards the end.
Okay, so You brought me to a place I can't wait to talk about this. So, how in the world can you allow a hater on TikTok or any other social media to have anything to do with your personal relationships? How can you allow that to happen?
I don't know how it happened, but she got involved with it somehow. And I don't know how. I mean, till this day, you know who I'm talking about, still bugs Gary. And Gary is to a point that he wants to file a restraining order against her. It's like she wants to get involved in my life, and I don't know why. I don't care about her life. Why are you caring about my life?
I would ignore. So I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would use the people who are negative to motivate me to be better. No, not Freddie. This is a woman we're talking about, April. That's what I would do. I would use that person as a stepping stone to make myself better. And the more they pushed, the better I would get.
Well, it also proved to me that Freddie didn't really care for me that much, that he listened to a total stranger instead of talking to me or to my
Exactly.
family.
Exactly. The thing is, no matter who you are on here, if you become popular enough, you've got a lot of followers. So if you become popular enough on any social media platform, it doesn't matter which one it is, and somebody gets jealous or somebody doesn't like you, or there's a relationship, maybe they like the guy, who knows? Anything can happen. They're going to try as hard as they can to sabotage it. That's just the way it is. And if that other person isn't willing to go through that with you, then they're not the right person.
No, and that's I learned that, but I I still have feelings for him because I lived with him, but I know he wasn't the person, because when I moved in with him, there was another person there besides me. It was his friend Jessie, who lived there all the time. But his ex, I don't know what she is to him anymore. His ex was there with him too, always, constantly. And the first month was fine. After he kept talking about her, and we were never alone, I should have walked away. My kids were like, Mom, they only were happy for me. And I says, why didn't you guys tell me how you guys felt? Because maybe I would have left a lot sooner.
Okay, Kat. So we're gonna do a little. We're gonna break this down a little bit more. You shouldn't depend on your kids to tell you when it's time to
I
get the
know.
hell out. So if I became involved with a woman and I went to her house and she constantly talked about another guy who just happened to be there all the time, I don't think I'd go over there very often.
Yeah,
That
he
to me
never
just
got
seemed.
over.
Why was she there? Did she live there?
No, she wasn't there. He would go visit his son because they have a kid together, a couple times a week, so he can see his son if she let him. But then he would come home because he supposedly he couldn't stand her. Come home, drink. That's how he drank away his problems. Was drinking. He would drink a 12-pack a day. We would crawl into bed, and he's like, Kat, I want to be honest with you. When I was there, I wanted to. How am
No,
I
God.
supposed to feel?
Why would he
Like
say
how am
that to you?
he did that at least twice a week with me, and let's put this: when we went to Niagara Falls, he talked about her the whole car ride up there. Coming home, I wasn't feeling good. The babies were driving me crazy, and I went to go lay down, and that was right around my birthday. And he says, "Oh, I can't do anything for your birthday, because I don't have any money." I said, "That's fine, but I'm paying for Niagara Falls. We'll have some time alone." He comes in that night when we got back from Niagara Falls and says, "Well, I'm going to take her out for her birthday." And that's when I blew up. That was my last straw. I was like,
Okay,
okay,
guys,
you couldn't
I'm
afford to
gonna
take me out for my birthday, but you could take her out for her birthday.
Okay, so I've got Janet's question up here, but I'm gonna answer April's questions first. She's the reason for the breakup. No, April, she's not the reason. He's the reason. He's the one that did all these things. It wasn't the woman that did it. It was him. He's the one that's telling her things like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's his fault. And Janet says, "You're so bright and cheerful. How do you keep such a great attitude?" Which I think is a great question. How do you do it, Kat?
I just do it. Just the way I was raised and
I know,
brought up to
April.
be.
I know. I know. I was under the impression that this woman was living there.
No, she was not living there. He moved in. I moved in with him and his best friend. Jesse was there. It's a guy all the time, 24/7. I even loaned him money to pay for bills that I know he said he was going to pay me back, but since I broke off with Freddie, I'll never see that money.
So if he's there 24/7, did he cause a problem too?
I would say so, yeah, because he whatever he says, Freddie does, because Freddie does not know how to think for himself. Let's put it that way.
No.
He lets people tell him what to do.
It's a bromance. This is the best part of the interview, I think. This is getting interesting. So we have a trip to Niagara Falls, an ex that he's still interested in, apparently. Oh God, here we go again. Another phone call.
Yeah, they're calling me again.
we got a bromance on top of all this other stuff. That's what Doodle says, and I think that's true.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's a
probably what
good.
this is.
Doodle's right about that. It's a bromance. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy that never leaves probably kind of likes it there himself with Freddie, right?
Yeah. And then Freddie makes a video. Well, she took everything. Well, I took everything because I bought everything. The only thing I couldn't take is the bed frame because they couldn't take it apart, so I left it there. So he's sleeping in a hole.
So yeah, so you took all your stuff that you bought, so he has nothing left.
I even took the food I bought.
You're a bright shining light.
Actually, you should. Tyler has a video of the house completely deserted with just garbage on the floor.
Did you do a video of that?
Tyler did it. Yeah, Tyler has it.
Oh God.
He has it on his. I have to give you his his TikTok. You have to look at it. He's like, my mom took everything.
Read Janet's comment.
Any thought? Oh my God!
No. The one on the screen.
Bothering me.
Can't you see the one that's actually on the screen?
I could see what I'm starting it, but they keep calling.
Oh.
People should be inspired by your. Oh, thank you.
See.
But
so now the next question I'm gonna ask you is, what have you learned from this?
Not to rush into a relationship.
Okay, what else?
Not to move in with somebody when they ask you to move in. I learned a lot from this. I think the only reason why I did it is because I saw Gary and Adam happy, and I wanted that. And I thought he was the one, and I was totally wrong about that.
What made you think he was the one?
I don't know, just the way he treated me in the beginning. He was very supportive, especially when we found out about Evan. He was there for me. No other person I've dated ever did that. He went to the hospital with me several occasions, so I didn't have to do it alone. That's what I thought. I thought that's the person that needs to be in my life because he's going to be there for me and for my kids. And it just turned out to be the total opposite.
How old is he?
Freddie, he's 35.
Has he been married before?
No, he asked his ex several times, and she threw the ring out 4 times. And he said he was going to marry me, but he never asked
Let me guess. So
me.
this is
Or
just a wild guess. He told you that she was crazy and it was all her fault, right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just a wild
She is
guess.
kind of crazy because I met her. Because when I was moving all my stuff out of there, which he told me he never wanted her to know where he lived, he told her where he lived, and she was there when I was moving out, and she was talking behind my back, and my son Tyler went up into her face and says, if you talk to my mom like that, I will kick your that's the way Tyler is.
Do you still have contact with the bromance guy?
No, nothing.
No,
Because
because he owes her money. He owes her
the
money,
night
Doodle.
the night that I left, I had to call the police department to escort me out of the house.
Oh, the cops came to take you.
Mm-hmm. I had to call him because, and then Jesse threatened my life, which I have on video. I gave it to the police. They asked me if I want to press charges, but I didn't want to push it anymore. I says, well, you owe me $4,500. He goes, well, I can use that $4,500 to see you disappear.
$4,500 you loaned him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why did you loan him $4,500?
He said he was going to pay me back when he went back to
Oh,
work. I don't even know
Jesus.
if he's even working.
If you give me $1 million today, Kat, I'll pay you back.
No, I learned my lesson not to give money out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Red flag number 1. Yes, that's a big red flag. That is a big red flag. Now it's telling me I've got questions down here. Oh, that's the other guy that was helping us with the. Okay,
And
he had no job.
no.
He just stayed there all the time, but he was going to pay you back the 4,500.
Yeah. Oh, and the funny thing is like, well, you owe us for rent. I'm like, I was paying rent. I'm the one who gave you the money to pay the rent. I bought everything in that house. I bought the food.
So
I even
they
bought their
tried to get
alcohol.
even more money from you when you left.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything from either of these
No.
wonderful
My
human
friend who
beings
is a
since you
police
left?
officer, who is a police officer who works in Lorain County says that he tried to go and try to have something done to me, and the cops just blew him off because I already had a police report against him. And he does have if he gets pulled over for anything, there is a warrant for him for in Wadsworth, but it's nothing. He would just have to pay a $500 fine. That's it.
And he probably doesn't have $500, so that's probably not going to
No,
happen.
this is his I guess not busy season right now, Freddie. And he owes every paycheck his ex gives like most of his paycheck for his son. So
How's Kat doing now?
Kat is
Besides
enjoying
then,
living in her.
let's not talk about the kidney stone. But how are you actually doing now?
I'm better. I'm actually enjoying my house. I'm starting to decorate it more. I didn't know there was a Home Goods around here until yesterday. I went to Home Goods and spent $100 in there. This house fell in my lap. I wasn't going to buy a house. I was just going to rent one, and this fell in my lap, and I bought it. And you've seen it. Everybody's
Yeah,
seen the
I've
video
seen
of
it.
my house.
Yep.
Sometimes it is a little too big, but I know when summer comes, when the kids are here, it's going to be full. And I have Mando now, my new cat,
I've
who's
seen
sitting in the
Mando.
chair watching me. I'm
Okay,
better.
that's good.
I'm loving actually being on my own. I don't want to date anybody right now. I just want to take time to myself. And like on my TikTok, I'm restarting my life. So come join the fun.
Yeah, come join the fun, everyone. I think that's great. I think that's great. I think, again, we all make mistakes, and if you learn from them, then everybody makes them.
But everybody's going to understand that my kids are my priority, no matter what.
They should be.
They're number one. They're
That's what
number
moms
one.
do.
If anything happened, like when we found out about Tyler, I was devastated. I just wanted to take all his pain from him and give it to me.
Right.
Sometimes I wonder if the kidney stone is that. No.
No, I don't think so. I think they would
But
know.
like I said, I'm enjoying the time. I mean, my house is a disaster right now. I have Amazon boxes all over the place because I'm trying to get my bedroom organized before they deliver my new frame on the 23rd. So my room has got clothes all over the place. There's Amazon boxes here in the living room. Actually, when I missed a couple of days of Amazon, the Amazon guy did come knocking on my door asking what happened. I didn't need anything today.
So tell me what your coping skills are. How do you deal with stress?
Yoga, music, and running.
All right. Those are all good.
And working out.
Skills.
I just got a new workout bench that I'm going to make one of the kids put together for me because I'm tired of building things.
Are you going to keep it in your house?
It's the third bedroom is my office / workout area.
Okay. That's a good idea.
I might make it into a makeup room too, since I keep getting makeup all the time. Everybody's seen my that's one cart of makeup that I have.
Tell me what your goal is. What's your 5-year plan?
To eventually, move up in where I'm working at. I wanted to be eventually running that department that I'm in. I guess you call it the lead nurse. I want to hopefully find my one true love again. I thought Gary was, but
well, he was for a while.
Yeah. To make sure that my kids can have what they want down the road. I mean, my parents, I had to work for what they have to work what they want, but I will always be there to help them no matter what. And the money that I have been doing what you said. I've been reinvesting it so that if something happens to me, they will be taken care of too.
Yeah, it's when you get big inheritances, you read about this all the time. It not only happens to those type of people, it also happens to sports athletes. It's real easy to spend a lot of money very quickly and end up with nothing if you're not careful. So
yeah, the only thing I really bought is the house and the car. That's it.
Yeah. And $4,500 loan to somebody who you barely even knew.
Well, that, and I paid for the trips that we went on. We were supposed to be this week. We were supposed to be in Myrtle Beach for his birthday.
For whose birthday?
And I did. Freddie's.
Whose birthday?
Freddie's.
Who? Freddie.
Nobody's.
I thought Freddie was. Why are we worried about Freddie in Myrtle Beach?
No, I paid for a trip that we were supposed to go on, but I canceled it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Freddie should not be crossing your lips anymore. I don't think that's.
No. I did forget to do something. When we were together, I bought something from him, a special gift, and it was through Amazon. Because he likes the dark side of Star Wars. So I got him a Darth Vader helmet, which I forgot I ordered, and I forgot to cancel it. And I got a notification from Amazon saying that they delivered it.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Janet's
and not even a thank
mom.
you, not even a call to say thank you. Nothing from him.
Well, he's, I don't know what to tell you. I would say I told you so, but I'm not going to say that.
Oh yes, he could see. So Josh is not there. He could see my tattoos.
He's here. I heard him down there. Yeah, he wants to see
And yes,
everybody's
they are
tattoos.
they were painful. They were very painful
Yeah,
because it goes up to my
he is very
collarbone.
interested in seeing everybody's tattoos, for just for the record, guys. And he pitched
I have
today,
that
so
one.
that was interesting.
I have that one. And then two that you can't see.
Those would
Oh,
be
and
the
then I
ones
got
he'd
these.
want to see.
Oh, these
Okay.
two I gotta fix. So I actually have
Okay,
8 tattoos.
is there anything else you want to tell us?
No, I'm pretty much an open book now. Gary
Good.
and
I
I
think you should
basically
be.
said Gary and I basically said F everybody. Let them know about the kids, let them know about him and everything.
You know, here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to tell you. People are going to find out anyway if they really want to know. I can find out anything about anybody at any time
Yeah,
if I have
Google.
enough money and enough time to do it. So I don't worry about what other people think of me. I don't care if they know where I live. I don't, I just I don't waste my time worrying about it. And I'm certainly not going to try to make them like me better in
No.
any way, shape, or
I
form. I mean, the only thing I want to do is help people.
Well, the
So,
only thing is that when we went on those other apps, he made it clear to me he didn't want to be known. He didn't want the kids to be, didn't want them to involve, which I can understand. He was trying to protect them because there's too many people out there that bully other people, and we didn't want them to get bullied. But that certain
right.
person that we know about could not. And A Train tried his best to help me out. I give A Train a lot of credit, but she was just very, very persistent and stubborn. That's why I left. And I'm like, and she still follows me, which is creepy. It's like, why are you keep following me? You already ruined my life already once. I mean, you're not going to do it again. I'm not going to let you. And everybody knows everything now. So we could just
She
tell the
didn't
next
ruin your
person I'm dating.
life. She didn't ruin your life. Your life is fine.
No,
Janet
I
said
know.
you're
I mean,
wonderful. She didn't ruin your
I mean,
life.
I don't know what is with her and getting involved in my life. It's like, if I do date anybody, no one's going to really know about it now until I'm married to this person. Oh, look, Kat got married.
Again, you know what? I wouldn't even worry about what other people think. Remember what I told you earlier in this interview.
Yeah, I know.
Use haters to elevate yourself.
They did. You know, the what I started this new account on TikTok, and because of them, my followers skyrocket. I started at what, March 1st, and this is going into the end of May. So March,
Middle of
like two and a
May.
half months. I got 50K followers in 2.5 months. What person
Well, you
does
know
that?
why? Do you know why you did that?
Why?
Because you know how now. You're not starting from
True.
the very bottom of the you could take a YouTuber like Roberto Blake or Mr. Beast and give them a brand new account and they'd have 1 million followers quickly too because they know how to do it, right? They figure stuff out because they know how to do it.
Well, I've had
The
people
learning
like,
curve,
why
if
did you
you've
give
already
up your
been
other
through it,
account?
they
I
what?
shouldn't have deleted the other account, but I'm kind of glad I did because I kind of, with this new account, I figured what my genre was, what I wanted to do. Yeah, they sometimes they promote my music videos, but sometimes they don't. But they really promote my comedy ones.
So I'm glad you brought this up because I'm gonna correct you on this too. TikTok, YouTube, all of these, they don't promote anything. Here's what happens. They show your video to a few people. If the people interact with it and like it, they show it to more. If those people like it, they show it to more. So it doesn't have anything to do with TikTok deciding what videos to promote. All they want, and YouTube's the same way, they want to keep people on the platform because that's how they make their money, by running ads.
Right.
So if
And I do.
every piece of content you put out, everybody loves and they want to watch it over and over again, all of them are going to get pushed out to other people because that's the way their system works.
They do want more of my the more with the kids, because those ones I have like 30,
No,
40K
it's not
views
what
on them.
it's that's what your audience wants. That's
I'm
why
like, you
why do
know,
you
it's
think let me ask you a question. Why do you think every viral video that I have that has more than 1 million views is Josh playing baseball?
because
Do you
people
think
like
it's
seeing
because they
kids.
push that out? No, it's because people love it and they want to see it and they comment on it and they send it to their friends and they save it. It has nothing to do with TikTok saying I'm going to push out this video. They don't have people watch. They base everything on computers.
Yeah, the one
That's
with
it.
Hannah, that one, it just keeps, it's been a couple weeks, but it's still going up. And
Yep.
people are like, oh my God, she's a splitting image of you, except for you got lighter hair. She's got darker.
And as long as people keep interacting with that video, watching that video, sending that video to other people, commenting on that video, they'll keep pushing it. It'll keep
And
going out.
she came into my live yesterday and she's like, Mom, you got 100 and some people in your live. I'm like, yeah, it's the first time.
That's
And
good.
I made her a moderator and she's like, can I kick anybody out? I'm like, you can't just kick people out because
No,
you
don't do
want to.
that. People get mad.
She was funny though. She was like, you know, Dad said that wants to know how. I'm like, you couldn't text me that you had to come into my life to ask me how old the cat is.
Okay, beautiful ladies in the audience. I know you're still out there, some of you. Do you have any final questions for my beautiful guest?
Ask me anything.
Anything you want to ask her?
As long as it doesn't have to do with the F guy.
No, let's not talk about him anymore. We've
I moved on from
no,
him.
Doodle has no questions. Okay. Thanks for coming on, Kat. I really do appreciate
Maybe
it.
next time we could do it, the kids will be here next time.
That would be good. No, but this was good because I think a lot of people I think you're a very interesting person and people want to know who you are and what you're about. And I
Well, everybody
think
can watch my video of my ex-husband taking me to the hospital on Monday and me drugged up out of my mind coming home.
I just think that it's what are you doing for Mother's Day? Hey, that's a wonderful question. What are you doing for Mother's Day, Kat?
Tomorrow, working.
Yeah. Oh, you have to work?
Yep,
Is that
tomorrow
why
I
they're
work
coming to see you
Sundays.
today?
Yeah, I work
Oh, okay.
Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's from
She's
6:30 in
working,
the morning
Janet.
till 7:30.
What are you doing
Oh,
for
I
Mother's
work.
Day, Janet?
I work at a my mom had dementia, so I work at a facility that starts at independent living to you can be transferred to a nursing home part. And it's only strictly for Alzheimer's and dementia patients. I'm doing that because of my mom.
That's wonderful. And you probably get a lot of gratification from doing that too. I loved working with dementia patients because if I could make them smile, I knew it might be the last time, right? So I really did
They
get a
love my
lot
hair.
of, I bet they do. I bet they do.
Wait until Hannah changes it in a couple of weeks when it's rainbow.
Well, they probably won't remember. They probably won't remember.
In the independent living, I've been working mainly in the independent living, but I do work every once in a while in the nursing where, you know, you're locked up. I don't want to say locked up, but it's like, you know, you have to have all the special keys to get into
Right.
there.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
like the one morning I had to work that morning and I couldn't get my badge to work. And the woman's like, you got it upside down. I'm like, oh, this is too early for me.
You got to learn to get in and out of the doors.
Or like like I said, I just got used to Epic. Doing the reports, I actually are a lot easier on Epic than the other program that we had. So
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go play some NBA 2K3 or whatever it is with the little guy on the.
Now I can go see what my kids.
Yeah, find out what happened to him. Tell me, miss the whole interview. What is up with that?
It's okay. More quiet time for me.
I mean, I want to ask Gary's partner why he hates you. You know what I mean? Is he
I just think
coming?
he's just no, he works on the weekends. He's also a
Oh,
nurse and he worked from 7 at night to 7 in the morning.
oh, okay. So he
He
wasn't
works
coming
Fridays,
anyway.
Saturdays, and Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah, I think something Gary has something with nurses.
Yeah, he must. He must. We
Well,
could ask
actually,
him that.
I'm actually a nurse practitioner because I can write prescriptions. So
We should tell him that. We should say, "Hey, tell us your interest in nurses." I actually
it's
would
not
be
the
very
scrubs.
nice to him. Oh, you're spending the day with Raquel. That's wonderful.
It's not the
That's good,
scrubs. I can
Janet.
tell you that.
No, it's not the scrubs. No, it's not. Okay. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, audience. Thank you, beautiful
Thanks.
ladies, for coming. Thank you for
Thanks, guys.
asking
You guys can
questions. Thank
message
you for,
me,
you can,
and Mike knows how to
you'll
get a
see
hold of me. If
Kat
you guys wants to ask me questions, you guys can, and I'll answer anything.
and you'll see her in the live streams. We'll continue to be on TikTok. I promise. I'm not going anywhere. I'm
I just
just,
posted a weird video on TikTok.
I'll, I'll check it out too. So my guess is I will see you guys tomorrow morning, if not before. I don't know what's going on tonight. It's super hot here, but
It's warm here, but I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm cold, and I think that's because of the pain, and that's what Percocet does to me. So,
oh, okay. Okay, everyone.
bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Be happy and be healthy. Bye, everyone.